L1-2 lift class. We are going to be starting with a warm-up. We'll go into upper body work, lower body work, and then core. So what you'll need today is a variety of weights. I have 8s to 12s out, and for some of the moves you'll use 2 dumbbells, some of the moves you'll use 1 dumbbell. So if you have plates, you can always use plates. Whatever equipment that you might have at home, grab it. And we're going to, once we get to upper body, we're going to do ascending combos. So it'll be 2 moves. You do 1 rep of one move, 1 rep of the other, and then you're going to go 2 reps of one move, 2 reps of another for a time allotment. So we're just going to keep adding on a rep through that. You'll see that happen, okay? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 combinations on the upper body, and then we'll go in reverse. We'll descend in that order. We're going to go into lower body after that, and we've done this lower body before. It's the same lower body we did in boot camp last Friday if you were here for class. If you weren't, that's fine. You're going to learn it today. We've got a front lunge, loaded, and a balance work. And then we come into split stances, and then we come into a hold, okay? So I'm going to change it up just a little bit today. So it'll be a little slightly different than last week. And then we go into core work, okay? So for core work, all you're going to need is 1 dumbbell, like a 5 and 8, something like that, 3, something along those lines, okay? So that is our lineup for today. We're going to start with our warm-up. I'm going to hit the timer, and we will begin. So right now is a good time to grab water, sweat towel, set your weights out in front of you, have an open space. I have a mat because we will be coming down to our knees for an exercise, and you have an option to stand up, come to the ground, stand up, come to the ground if you have bad knees and you're not coming down to your knees, okay? But if you do need like a pad for your knees or a sweatshirt or a roll-up towel or something, grab that now, okay? So, warm-up is on its way. When you hear beeps, it just means we're transitioning. So, in 4, 3, 2, 1, let's begin our warm-up. You'll be able to get some stuff out if you need to as we begin each section, okay? So we'll have a little rest time in between, so if you need to switch out equipment or grab different weights, you can. Right now, we have toes forward, chest is lifted, over the shoulders over the hips, and we're just taking a little side kick or a leg lift to the side, flat flexed foot, start engaging that outer thigh, your outer glutes, and our quads, hamstrings, okay? So just loosening up through the hip joints. We're gonna take this into a side lunge, and you're gonna open up your chest, come together in the center, almost like a seal clap. Open up the chest, come together. Open up the chest, come together. If you need to hold it a little bit longer, this is more of a stretch of the chest, and just again working through those hips, getting some juice flowing. Toes forward, push off your heel, get a nice stretch in that inner thigh, open up the chest, make that a little bit bigger as you get further into the movement. Your knee is behind your toe, so push off your heel. And then we're going to come into a front lunge. Push off your heel again as you come forward, arms swing overhead. It doesn't have to be a deep lunge. I just want you to push off your heel, bend both knees, and then push back. When we go through the workout, we're going to do this same movement on the leg section. I'm going to also warn you really quick, it's raining here. So latency, maybe a little bit of lag could happen today on the feed. Hopefully, fingers crossed, they do not lose you. But if I pause, if there's like a cycle in the screen, I'm going to try and make sure you know what you're doing so you can keep going until I come back to you. All right, toes forward, feet just a little bit wider than hip width. We're going to take those arms out. You're making a T with your body. And we're going to hinge forward, proud long chest, long spine, I should say. Proud chest, long spine. Hinge forward. Stretch out the back of those legs. If you need to put hands on the thighs, keep that flat back. Just for support on the thighs, you can. We're loosening up the backside, okay? We've been working that a lot lately. as we changed up our routines this week, so we want to make sure we're stretching it out. Are you feeling a little extra sore this week? Maybe. All right, you're coming down into a plank, so either on the floor or your mat. You can walk it on out to plank. And we're going to take some plank rotations. So we're going to open up side plank, come back center, open up side plank, other direction. If you need to come down to your knees while you do this, please come down to your knees while you do this. We're just going to fire up those shoulders, the muscles in your arms as well as your core. We are going to come into a side plank at the end for core work, so kind of get used to this movement, okay? If you need to come down to your elbows and make it a rolling elbow, that's fine too, okay? All right, from here, let's come back up to standing. Walk it back or stand it up, and we're just going to take a hand and slide it down towards our knee, come back up, other side. Little side bends, stretching out those obliques. Taking your time, really working on that stretch. That feels really good today. And then we're going to get ready to do our upper body. Today's upper body movements are upright row, bent over row. We're going to have 90 seconds, so a minute and a half, to do an ascending rep set. Okay? So in 30 seconds, we're going to begin with an upright row, bent over row. When you come upright row, your elbows lead the way, but you're using the tops of your shoulders to lift. Weights come up about mid-chest, midline of your chest, those elbows stay up high, shoulders out of the ears, and then when you come for bent over row, you're going to bend yourself in half, squeeze the shoulder blades together, okay? So, I'm grabbing 12s for a minute and a half. 12 should be fine, 12s, 15s, okay? So if you have 10s, 8s, ready, set, go. We've got 1, 2, got it, 2, 3, 3. Now count out for yourself, okay? Remember to stay nice and tall and upright. Using the tops of your shoulders, and then squeeze your blades together. Elbows come up like cricket wings. The weights come to your rib cage, the bottom of your rib cage, okay? I like to take these weights about midline of my chest, maybe slightly higher. When I say midline of my chest, hopefully that makes sense to you. We have 30 seconds left. What number are you on? Say it out loud. You can kind of remember what number you make it to, so that when we go through this again, you know which number to kind of start on. If you have a piece of paper, maybe write it down. You've got 10 seconds left, so I'm just going to finish off here. Hello, shoulders. Okay, I got like nearly 6.5 done. I got up to 6, and then I had like 5 reps on that last one, okay? Okay, so now we come down to the floor, or you can stand. You're just gonna have to get up and down pretty quick, okay? So, on the floor, it's gonna be a push press, kneeling. So it's press, and then push up. Okay? If you want to do it standing, go ahead. Stand and do it. Ready, set, go. Just come down to the floor for push-ups. It's more up, down for you, but go ahead and begin. It's a like curl press. Push up. Then you go for 2. So notice it's a press on the shoulders. I'm just curling on the first one. And then it goes 3, 2, 1. All right, I'm going to show you an option if you need it on this next set. So keep counting, keep doing your work, and watch me. If you need to, drop the butt, especially if you have heavy weights and you need a little bit of momentum to help you drive them up there. On your knees or toes with your push-ups. Chest comes to the ground first. What do you think? You like that little drive through the knees? Elbows bend, chest comes to the floor. On your chest, I'm sorry, on your push-up, it's not just chest press. Woo, I almost got to 60. Let me finish it off. Okay, I'm gonna say my ascending order is 6 so far. All right, next up, you can stand up. You're gonna go hammer curl, side raise. Those are our moves. So I'm gonna switch out my weights and go a little bit lighter just because I know my side raise needs to be a little bit lighter. Okay, so curl, hammer curl, side raise. Ready, set, go. 1, 1. 2, tuck in those elbows. Use your bicep till you lift the weight, then chop to the shoulders to lift the weight only to shoulder height. 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1. Please keep going. Curl, curl, curl. Good morning, Sean. I see that you are on today. Hopefully their stream is working just fine. What number are you on? I'm going to join you. Right to shoulder height, control the weight. Don't be afraid to start a little heavier and then drop the weight out if you need to, because you are going to fatigue pretty quick. This is a lot of volume for your muscles. You're going to have a nice sore upper body tomorrow. You're welcome. Sore in a good way that lets you know you did work today. Woo! You guys, I took that little break and I'm still feeling it. I'm gonna finish out here. I'm gonna make it to number 6. Where are you at? And time. Core is tight as we do this work. Listen, I'm going to one weight for the next one, okay? So feel free to do the same, one weight or one plate or, okay? We've got 1 overhead tricep extension, front, overhead. 2 tricep extensions, front, overhead. I'm gonna switch to a 10 and see where I go from there, okay? All right, ready, set. Push that weight overhead, come into your tricep extension for 1. Drop shoulder height, straight up. Now go 2. Adjust your stance as needed. Front raise overhead, top half of a front raise. We don't usually do these. That's why I went lighter with 1 weight, but you do what works for you. Woo, it's challenging me. Woo. Count out your reps. Elbows are slightly in front of your face when you do your tricep extension overhead, okay? So my elbows are out in front of me, my weight comes behind my head, and I'm pressing it up. My elbows are parallel. It's as if I can hold a beach ball in my elbows and not lose it. Take your time with these. Try not to let your body sway, keep your core tight. You saw me, I switched out my weight, I needed to. I was worried it wasn't gonna be enough on the triceps. Oh no, we're good. Keep going, we got 12 seconds left. Time. Woo! Okay, 6 is my number. I'm going to do 6 on this next set. We're going to descend. So I'm going to start with 6 reps and work my way down to 1 on all of the moves we just did. You're going back to upright row, bent over row, And I am lightening up my weights just a little bit on this second set. I can feel my shoulders. I did shoulders before class, so they're like screaming at me now. All right, I did these upright rows today. I'm earning it. Here we go, do your reps. What was the number you got to? Do that first. And we're moving down from whatever number that was. It feels good to be pumping these weights like this. I hope you're playing music too, by the way. I forgot to tell you that. Hopefully you know by now. Play your own music. Good form with every single rep. Check yourself. Find a reflection to stare at. Check your form and see, am I in the right spots? Are my weights coming midline? Are my elbows higher than my hands? Are my elbows coming above my rib cage? Am I squeezing my shoulder blades together? Those are all the checkpoints. Is my core tight? Do I have good posture? Is my chest sticking out? There's so many things, you guys, that go into this. All right, I've got 20 seconds left. I'm gonna keep going. I'll go back up. I did more than 6 on this first one, so that must be why I still have extra left. Okay. I'm not gonna stop though, I'm gonna keep going. You got 5 seconds left. 3, 2, 1, time. Down for kneeling, push, press, push-ups. I know this one, I'll stick to 6 on this one because I'm pretty sure that's all I can get in. Okay, if you think you know what rep you want to start on, it's not where you ended, that's fine too, okay? Just pick your number, stick to it. And like I did, if you need to go back to ascending at the end because you have extra time, that's fine too, okay? All right, ready, 3, 2, 1. Curl it, rack it, and press it. Core is tight, especially if you're thrusting on that one, okay? And then come down for those push-ups, chest to the ground, elbows bend, no chicken necking, and you're breathing. I went light on the first one, and I think I've made up my mind to go back to the weights I started with. And that's okay, you can switch out between your weights if you need to. Take your time getting yourself in good position. You have 40 seconds left here. You got plenty of time to keep going, okay? You're breathing. Heart rate is up, and I realized I never started my watch, so let's do that. Come on. 12 seconds left. I'm gonna finish off. We got 3, 2, 1. So you guys stop. I'm gonna finish. If you want to finish with me, if you want more, do more. And then, otherwise, this is your rest time for 16 more seconds. And we go back into our hammer curls flies, okay? So we're standing, hammer curl fly. Pick your number, we go in 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, hammer first. Woo! All right, keep it going. Breathing. I've got 8, and I'm dying. Promise you. Woo. 30 seconds left. I can't say that if I finish, I'm ascending back up. This is burning. I'm fighting for it right here with you. And if it's not burning on you, good, keep going. And then maybe pick up a heavier weight, right? I guess that's what my suggestion would be to you. All right, you got 8 seconds left. 7 seconds. Keep going, keep going, keep going. 3, 2, 1. Time. 30 seconds to rest and get your head set and head right for overhead. I'm going with an 8. I started with a 10 last time, start going with the 8. I end up with the 8 at the end. So I'm gonna stick with the 8 the whole time and hope that I don't have to switch it out, right? Because my 5 is way over there, so I'm not gonna go over there and get it. So, just so you guys have an idea of what I'm using, gauge yourself. How strong are you feeling today, right? We start with our top number. Ready, set, push that weight overhead, elbows come in front of your eye gaze, and you press for your number. 4 tight. Oops, come here. There we go. This is deceiving, that overhead front raise. It looks like, yeah, I can do a heavy weight, and you go to do it, and you're like, oh, top part of the shoulders is a little bit of a tricky spot, isn't it? Especially with a straight arm, or your arm's straight on that. 40 seconds left. Take your time, no swinging or swaying. You're controlling that weight. Okay, so if you need to ditch the weight, do it no weight or get lighter, go for it. Shoulders out of the ears the best that you can so you don't want your traps creeping. Whew. All right, 10 seconds left. Whew. I'll do a couple more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's all I got in me. All right, upper body's done. We're moving into our legs, lower body. We start with a front lunge. Push off your heels, stand up and balance. Whew. We get a little bit of a break here, so clear your area. Leave out the weights you're using for your legs. I'm going to leave out a 12. And then I'm also going to leave out an 8, like near enough by when I get to core, okay? So, one weight or two, we're going to drive forward and balance, okay? Let's take our right leg on the floor, left leg forward. And if you'd like to, which is what I'm going to do, I'm going to hold one weight at my chest, okay? And then when we go into the split lunge, I'll hold the one weight by my side, okay? So I have a 12. Ready, set, go. We drive forward with our left foot, balance. Forward, push off that heel. So I want you to exaggerate, lift that toe in the front, and just dig your heel into the ground. And then stand tall, balance. Squeeze your right butt cheek. As you stand up, tall through your shoulders, they're stacked over your hips. I don't care how far your knees bend on this one, I care more about your form, okay? This left leg comes back, right leg forward, split stance, lunge, up, down, up, down. Now here, as we're doing this, weights evenly distributed in your front heel and your back foot. You might want to put 60-40, 60 front, 40 back. If you're losing your balance, you step wider that way, not deeper behind you, but wider to the side if you're losing your balance, okay? We've got 4 seconds, and then we're going to hold it on down. Right here. This is a hold. Bend both knees. This knee could be 2 inches from the ground, or mine's about 6 probably right now, okay? This far down, because my knees are going to let me go today. Try a little bit more. We're halfway there. More than halfway now. Okay, say a little prayer, shoulders stacked over the hips. If you can go down further, go down further. If you have bad knees, don't go down so low. Step it up. Woo. Okay, 30 30 seconds of rest, we do the other leg. Remember these? Are you starting to like, oh yeah. Maybe you didn't do this with me, but we did these last week, okay? So if you didn't, well, you're welcome, okay? Welcome to this. So, 14 seconds, and then we're going to front load and go right leg forward balance, okay? Whew. 3, 2, 1, dig that heel, balance, dig that heel, balance. So it's really a drive forward, drive it on up. Or a catching, slow fall forward and then drive it back on up, okay? You're catching your body weight. You're safely landing. Your knees over your ankle, never in front of your toe. And the way to do that is to keep your shoulders over your hips. All right, split stance, so take that right leg back, find your wide stance, up, down. If you want to put the weight in the opposite hand or hold it at your chest, that's up to you. If you have 2 weights, you can hold them framing your leg. Push your front heel into the ground, wiggle your front toes. These are killers. I know. We're going to do them together. Probably my nemesis move right here, but I'm doing it with you. All right, hold it on down, with or without the weight. Both knees are bent. So goal is to be here. I need to come up a little bit higher from this knee. And that's okay. That's what I'm trying to tell you is, as long as your shoulders stacked over your hip and this thigh is trying to get parallel to the floor, that's awesome. Push your front heel into the ground. We're here for 8 more seconds. You want to come down a little lower for the last 5. Step it up. Woo! Squats are next. And then we're going to repeat, but we're going to repeat in reverse. Repeat and reverse. Walk and breathe. Your heart rate should be pretty high because we're working that large muscle in our body, of your legs. Okay? Squats. With or without a weight, you can hold them suitcase. Front load here at your chest. Hold the weight here. That's up to you. Regular squats. We're going to a calf raise. Okay, so it's a full squat raise. If you want to make it one swooping motion, make it one swooping motion. Does that make sense? It's either static, whoop, or it's fluid. See the difference? Okay, you choose. Roll through the ankles, come up to those toes, lift the heels, squeeze those calves. Now we're coming down 3 inches, okay? Up, down pulses. We're breathing. Toes are forward, tailbone's back. There's a constant bend in your knee and nothing else. I'm not bent at my hips. I'm not leaned forward. My chest is up and strong. I'm gonna ditch my weight. Woo! 5 seconds left here. Rise up, come down and hold for 30 seconds. If you have a hard time getting your shoulders up and your back flat, back yourself up into a wall and hold for 30 seconds, okay? So if you need to work on good form, come here. Bend these knees, sink down that wall, shoulders over the hips, okay? Keep going, you got 8 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so I said we're repeating in reverse, which means hold comes first, movement comes second, then we do the leg drive to stand, okay? So, split stance, right leg forward, left leg back. We're going for 13 seconds, we're gonna hold, okay? Whew, we're only gonna go for 20 seconds this time, so it's gonna be faster. It'll feel better, I promise. Okay, so right leg forward, left leg back. Assume your position, lower yourself down, hold. With or without a weight. Shoulders over the hips. Tuck your belly button in, shoulder pelvis towards your chin slightly. And you're holding yourself up. Dig your front heel into the ground. We're breathing. 3, 2, 1. With or without a weight. Down and up. Push your front heel into the ground. We got this. 20 seconds. So much better. 5 more to go. now you're gonna keep your right leg on the ground, your left leg drives forward, balance. Try to. That leg was like, I'm not going up. And if that happens, it's fine, tap. Do the same thing, just tap. If you can, lift it. That thigh feels like concrete. Same thing other side. Whew. So left leg's forward, right leg's back. Whew. Rest, walk the room if you need to. Maybe you have good music on. Dance and shake it out. We go in 4, 3, 2, 1, come down and hold. Drop that back knee. Try to get your front thigh parallel to the ground. The goal is to be 90-90. That's your goal, stacked. Okay, if you need to come up a little bit, fine. Continue to push your front heel into the ground. Grab that weight if you're using one, and we're coming up down. Push your front heel into the ground, wiggle your toes in the front foot. Widen your stance if you're falling over like me. Toes are forward. Your back heel is lifted, you're on the ball of that foot. All right, front load it. Take this right leg, dig that heel in, stand up. Dig that heel in, stand up. Keep going. I'm gonna try to find balance here. I wanna do it. I'm determined. I'm gonna keep trying my best. Pause. We've got squats next. 20 seconds of a squat hold to start. Breathe. Then we got core. We get to come down to the ground. We're going to put 2 moves on repeat on core. Whew. In 4 seconds, we squat and hold. Toes forward, tailbone back. Feet a little bit wider than the hips. Come down, hold. Chest is lifted. If you have something on your shirt, I want to read it. Shoulders are up. So you're not far forward like this. Booty drops. Chest lifted. Okay, try to get those thighs parallel to the ground. Knees behind those toes. Good work. With or without a weight. Pulses, up, down, 3 inches. So we're never fully coming out of the squat. Your knees stay bent. Okay, this is fully out. This is bent. And stay keeping that time under tension for 5 more seconds. Now we go full squat to calf raise, with or without a weight, with or without a stop in between. Okay, roll through the ankles or squat, lift. You choose. 8 seconds left. We got this. This is it. Woo! Who says you need a long time? Go ahead and stop. You got a great workout. I don't. Take a quick 30 minutes to do this work. Good job, good job, good job. Okay. We are now moving to core. We're going to do a plank dumbbell slide through. Okay? We're going to concentrate the slide through on one side the whole time. And then we'll go to a side plank. And then we'll do the other side plank slide through. Show you what it is. I just have an 8-pound dumbbell here. Woo, swipe your sweat, you guys, breathe. Just for 20 seconds, this is Tabata timing, 20 seconds, you're gonna go slide the weight over, slide the weight back. Ready, set, go. Slide the weight over. I didn't give you much time to think about it. Just go. We'll have plenty of time to practice this. We get to do it a bunch of times. So this is my right arm, sliding the weight, sliding it back. I'm actually moving it because my weight doesn't slide on the floor. But if yours slides, slide it, pause. Okay? Coming down on your left, your left arm, side plank. Okay? You can add a weight if you want. We're gonna lift and lower, little pulses. Side plank on your knee or your toes, your elbow or your hand. Okay? With or without a weight. We're just here for 20 seconds. And then let's put the weight under our right hand so we're ready to slide with our left. We got it yet? I think we should be good, okay? Ready, set, plank, slide it, hand down, slide it back, hand down, slide it, plank, slide it, plank. So I lied, I can slide it. Tilt your pelvic towards your chin, get your booty out of the air, wide stance with the feet if you need to. You've got 3 seconds on your knee, knee or elbow, hand, lift and lower pulse. If you can't do the pulses, just hold side plank, okay? We're gonna repeat this again. You got 5 seconds here. Come on down, place that weight where your left hand will go. Gotta get rid of these. Sliding, sweaty. Ready, set, begin. Wide stance with the feet if you need to. Slide it over, move it over, slide it back, hand. Slide, tap, slide, tap. Slide, tap, slide, tap. This arm feels so much better for me than the other. And pause. Woo. Left. Side plank. Okay, ready, set, go. So you can hold it, or you can dip it. Come to the knees, stack the toes, or front leg front. Top leg front. Front leg, top leg. What am I saying? What am I saying? I'm getting caught up in the heat of the moment, literally. It's getting hot, guys. It's getting warm. Place that weight under your right hand. Slide in with the left. We go again. Ready, set, go. Slide it, tap. Slide it back, tap. So you're coming from your plank position to a 3-point position, right? You have 3 points on the ground as you slide that weight. Try not to tilt or rock your hips. That's the hardest part. You got 3 seconds. Switch to the other side. With or without the weight. On your elbow, on your hand, on your knee, on your toe. Stack your legs or put front leg, top leg front. Woo. Ready, set, go. I'm losing my balance. So don't be afraid. Take your time to adjust. Lose the weight. Okay? We're still moving. All right. One more set. We go in 3, 2, 1. Weights behind the right hand. Slide it. Oops, wait, no, I did it wrong. Hold on, weights behind the left. You're moving with your right. One more set of this, you guys. Come on, stay with me. We got this. Now come side plank on the left. We're just trying to even out here. All right, so I ditched the weight, and I'm gonna pulse without it. You choose what you wanna do. One more time, we're gonna do it on the other side, okay? So it's your left hand moving the weight. And then it'll be your right oblique. Okay, we got this. So weights underneath the right hand, your left hand's doing the sliding work, okay? This is it, 2 more. Let's go. Off to the side, and back. Over, and back. Over, and back. One more here, you guys. All right, we should be nice and even now, so come down. Hand, elbow, knee, toe. Ready, set, dip. Or hold. And time. All right, good job, you guys. Woo! What the core was that? Good work, good work, good work. Swipe that sweat. It's so good. Let's stretch some stuff out here. Coming into child's pose to start. Let's see if we can get knees out to the sides, toes together. Drop your tailbone back towards your heels. Walk your hands out far. And really reach those fingertips. Maybe melt that forehead right into the ground. You can walk your hands out further. Then sink back and see if you can get a bigger stretch. Whew. And then take an arm and thread it on through. Drop that shoulder and walk the other hand out so that you're opening up your back and your shoulder. Remember those upright rows and bent over rows? And their overhead raises. You work those shoulders. All right, go ahead and switch, thread through the other way. So you're gonna thread your arm through that armpit, drop your shoulder, walk the top, this other hand out far, far, far. You can lay your forehead or the side of your cheek on the ground. Maybe drop your shoulder on this extended hand, like I just did, and it cracked some bones. It felt good, and it's stretching the shoulder a little bit more. So instead of being opened, armpit, close your armpit down towards the ground. You should feel a bigger stretch there. Come to all fours. Roll the toes under down dog. Keep that tailbone high and pull your heels towards the ground. Shoulders out of the ears. Walk the feet to the hands to the feet. Maybe put them on your shins. Let's take a nice big fold. Stick your tailbone out behind you, flat back. Take your stance a little bit wider. Put one hand down, reach the other hand to the ceiling. Switch into the opposite direction when you're ready. If you want to keep the stretch a little bit longer, go for it. All right, both hands down. Let's walk the hands to the side. Center. Still keeping that flat back, chest proud. Other side. Center. Walk the hands up the legs, avoid the knees. Roll it on up, one vertebrae at a time. Shoulders down and back. Open the chest. Good job, good job. Woo! I am a sweaty mess, FYI. It's dripping. It should have been a headband day. Yes, it's a little humid here because of the rain, so I could just blame it on that, or I could blame it on the heat that I made come through those muscles, right? And you did too. People give yourselves a pat on the back, at that tricep. Oh, goodness. If you want to add a little more oblique stretch to it, go for it, because we did just work those in those side planks. Switch. Other side. Sorry if it got confusing at the core section at the end there. I was debating. If I'm being quite honest, I was like, do we do 2 sets of everything, or do we did 2 sets, and then we did another 2 sets, and I was like, do we do 2 sets, you know? I was basically trying to be a wimp and wimp out, and I was like, no. You deserve more, I deserve more, we deserve more, so we did it all the way to the end. We finished off that course, so good job. Congratulations on a great workout. I will see you back here tomorrow for kickboxing. We will kick and punch, and we'll work that core some more. So have a great day. Thank you for joining me on Lift. This class is available to you anytime. There is no music playing, so you can stream it whenever you want. So put a little like it, something, write it down if you really enjoyed it. It's really a great full body workout considering the amount of time that we just put into it. So have a great day. Thank you for joining me, and I will see you back here tomorrow. Bye, guys.